Hey, Charlie Brown. Right, we're gonna start this video off straight away, mate, with an announced trailer for Shadow of War. I only heard about this about a week or two ago, mate. I think the trailer came out almost a month ago now. But this is the sequel to Middle-earth: Shadows of Mordor, which I learned yesterday you haven't actually played. So before I ramble on too much, mate, let's have a watch. I haven't seen this myself, but I'm very excited. Let's have a little watch. Inappropriate for children, mate. Don't show this in class.
The world of men
Heck, mate, she's naked.
is ending.
Ooh. I'm going to irritate you, mate, and keep pausing it, but just how amazing are sort of cutscene graphics now. You know, like PlayStation 1 era, you had like CGI and FMV cutscenes, and they were so good. But now, mate, oh, they're so exciting. Sorry, let's keep watching.
In the fires of Mount Doom,
Mount
Ranger
Doom.
and a wraith,
Such a shit name for a
bound together in
mountain.
death, crafted the
Who are these, mate?
one thing that could challenge Sauron, a ring of power. But power can blind those who seek it.
Oh, heck. Okay, so sorry, just to cut in here with a bit of backstory. That's the main character of Shadows of Mordor, and you may have noticed he had a sort of a wraith inside of him called Celebrimbor, as he as he just announced. Celebrimbor was one of the original craftsmen of the original Rings of Power, and in the first game, through reasons I'll explain soon, they get bound together. And spoilers, it seems they get unbound at some point, which is right now.
The great deceiver has returned to Middle-earth to rebuild his armies,
Is that Sauron?
to rule all. Their corruption will be contained no longer.
The Urks, mate. More deadly than orcs. Oh, heck. Oh, awesome. Jesus. That looks like something out of Diablo.
The war for Mordor begins.
Oh, mate, just to stop in there as well. But how impressive! Look at that. It just looks like a human being. It's beyond me how amazing graphics and sort of, you know, gameplay for one, but just for cutscenes are now. It's real life, mate. That's actually real life.
Begin.
Right, what begins? Sorry, the war for Mordor. Oh, the ring wraiths. Are they going to come to the game? I wonder. Random African person. Riding dragons as you do. Standard for every fantasy game. Cool. Oh look, he's looking out like, now I gotta kill all these guys.
I'm coming for you.
Ooh. Cool. Gameplay reveal March 8th. Hold on, it's already been March 8th. Oh, wow, August 22nd. Oh, that's so exciting. I won't bore you with the gameplay now because we'll go look at the original Shadows of Mordor gameplay first. But oh mate, how exciting! So sorry, a lot got talked about in that trailer that perhaps requires a bit of explaining from the first game. So to give you the lowdown, you play as a ranger called Talion. Yeah, Talion. He has a somewhat idyllic life. He's watching over the plains of Mordor to make sure, you know, none of those crafty orcs are up to any trouble. Turns out they were, mate, and Sauron was building a massive army, which somewhat overran his castle. Sadly, his son and his wife get murdered in front of his very eyes by particular hands of Sauron. Two particularly imposing characters. One called the Hand. No. The Hand or the Hammer? No, the Hammer of Sauron, sorry. And the other called the Tower. Two rather, one particularly grotesque and one particularly menacing looking individual who, for whatever reason, have decided to track down this ranger. But why, mate? For whatever reason, they chose Talion. I won't lie, mate, I can't quite remember. They're actually trying to revive the elf you saw in that trailer, Celebrimbor. Brimbor? Who was one of the original craftsmen of the Rings of Power. That, what's his name? Frodo's got to go biff in a mountain in Mount Doom or something. Mount Doom. And everything else in that game sounds so cool. They've just got Mount Doom. Anyway, so the ritual goes wrong, and Celebrimbor actually ends up getting bound with Talion. So upon Talion's death, he's actually brought into the Wraith world. But him and Celebrimbor are actually able to sort of go between worlds, and essentially they're cursed. They both can't leave. Celebrimbor doesn't remember who he is because it's been thousands of years since he died, and Talion wants to get revenge on those guys because they killed his family, which was quite rude. So you go around basically murdering a lot of orcs to get to the people who've done you wrong, and along the way you try and help Celebrimbor remember who he is. And you just keep getting Talion closer and closer to his revenge. Also, at the same time, serving the general purpose of trying to stop Sauron and his huge armies. And that's what Shadow of Mordor focuses on most, mate. It's the armies, it's the orc army, and they've just got this very entertaining system in which it's called the Nemesis system. So every time you play a game, it randomly generates a set of captains, like lieutenants, and war chiefs. They kind of go up this sort of pyramid in power, and essentially you have to get your way to the top to find out where the tower and the hammer are hiding out. Essentially, sorry, I keep saying essentially. So all the orcs have a personality of their own. They will have a name, a thing they're good at, a thing that motivates them, and if you were to kill one, another will take their place. So not only are you trying to sometimes kill them, sometimes interrogate them, they've also got their own internal struggle, and all of the orcs are constantly fighting to get to the top too. So you've kind of like got this sort of completely random and sort of regenerating system that's always fighting among itself, and it's up to you to sort of infiltrate yourself within it to seek out your own goal. And it's just so entertaining, mate. We'll get into the gameplay as soon as possible so I can show it in a little more detail. Just about the game, though, I think it came out in 2014, so it's not too old, and it was just brilliant. I think a lot of games at the time, they were doing that kind of like open world adventure thing, so a little earlier, albeit, but the Assassin's Creeds, you had Batman that went up to Arkham City, and the ones, just as open world adventures. You had Far Cry 4 around a similar kind of time. And it's all, these big expansive worlds, and you go find a viewpoint, and then that reveals all these other areas, and you got to go find them and track them down. In this case, it's finding orcs and killing them, killing lots of them brutally. But the game still holds up today. I heard about this, and it really inspired me to go back and play it again, because it was such good fun. Not too long. It didn't overstay its welcome. 20 hours maximum. And as you'll see, mate, it's a lot of good fun. It's got the same combat engine as sort of the Batman games, but it's got that general Ubisoft feel about this just big open world exploring places. But it's just based in Mordor, in the Lord of the Rings world. So we'll get right into it. But I'm not going to lie, mate. Look at this. Come on. Top 10 games everyone will judge you for playing. And look, it looks like there's slight cleavage in women, mate. Come on. What are we going to see?
But play such a game in the West and people will think you are a weirdo. Especially when you are trying to date pigeons.
Saki is being a real whiny bitch here. So, I'm gonna side with Oko-san on this
What?
one. Oh, love me for who I am, damn it.
No matter how deep the story goes and how interesting the moral of the story is, we are still in our bedroom sitting behind a computer trying to pretty decent shooter, but we wouldn't dare to play this game with other people around.
What?
It's, something for when we are home alone.
Why would you even play that by yourself?
いいだろう。ああ、そうか。頼み方の問題なんだな。では、改めて。お願いです。おっぱいを揉ませていただく。ダメ。
What the fuck is wrong with the Japanese, mate? Alrighty, here we are, Charlie Brown. into a bit of Middle-earth, Shadows of Mordor. So, mate, you can't actually see it at the moment, but I'm actually currently playing on my TV. I've got a nice, comfortable setup in my room where I've got my 2 monitors, but I've also got my little TV screen just hidden in the corner. Got it plugged into the main screen with a HDMI cable, so whenever I get a controller-enabled game, I can sort of play it as if it were an Xbox. I was lying down. It's most comfortable. So I thought I'd turn the video off so you can't see me in my glorious lying down position. But anyway, so mate, Middle-earth, Shadows of Mordor. You might recognise this guy from the trailer, Italian. So, as I mentioned, he's been sort of possessed by this elf. Oh, you can see him starting to merge into his face there. Celebrimbor. And we're off out for revenge, mate. The progress I've made in the story, since I picked up the game and started playing it again, was we've tracked down the hammer of Sauron. And killed him. Killed him, mate. Killed him good. We put a lot of slaves in jeopardy by doing so, though, in the plains of Mordor. Sadly, we had to explode one of their big projects to get the hammer to come on down and investigate. What kind of repercussions, mate, is that going to have for the poor human slaves of Mordor? We're going to find out. So we're about halfway through, I'd say, of this game, and it's so much fun to go back to. The gameplay is solid. It's smooth. It's very it's got collectibles in it, but not so many that's really sickening and you just get bored of it. It's got just the right balance of everything. So the first half of the game introduces you to the all the basics, and it gives you enough experience to level up to get to a nice strong position. And then you go to part 2, mate, where things really start kicking off. So you know what? Let's get straight in. We're gonna have a little blurb from Talion, just about every time you load up the game. It kind of gives you a little catch up in his head of what's happened. It's quite cool. So let's have a little listen. Really high level of polish on this game, mate. Really high level.
Here to join me on my watch?
I did not want to leave my husband alone. Though, if you want, I will climb up Carcoast and call to you from tower to tower.
Stay with me, my heart. We will watch the sunrise together.
Oh, little memory of his wife, mate. Whoa! So here we are, mate. So again, as you mentioned the other day, you've not picked up this game, mate. And oh, mate, if this ever turns up for a $5 on a Steam sale, just grab it. So this is it, mate. This is kind of like the first zone, if you will. We're currently in our Wraith mode at the moment as Celebrimbor, on top of this mysterious tower of an age past, mate. I'll tell you what. Let's jump down. Jesus, that was dangerous. Oh, okay. Right. Actually, the tower is in ruin, but we can see it for its true self, seeing as we're a part of got this Wraith as a part of us now. Uruks, mate. Uruks. Uruks, the more powerful version of orcs. Right, I'm just going to hide in these bushes whilst I do a little explanation. So, let's go into map mode. So this is kind of like the first zone. It looks big, but it's not actually that huge. You could probably sprint from one side to the other in about maybe 3 or 4 minutes or something. So not massive, but this is only zone 1. We're about to go into the second zone. What we've done so far is in each of these zones, you have these towers, which we were just on top of. You climb to the top. It's all part of Celebrimbor's memory process. You have to keep doing things that remind him of his former self. Every time you go to the top of one, similar to a lot of games, you know, it kind of shows you everything in the area, all the activities you can do, and you just got to do them, mate, bit by bit, advance through the story, get some sweet XP, get some upgrades, and keep on going. So as I mentioned, we've just done the bit in the story where we've raided this large settlement here, so we're just dealing with the aftermath of that now. Let me try and sort of catch up to where we are, though, in other aspects of gameplay. So, if we go to Sauron's army, this is it, mate. So these are kind of like all of the like lieutenants and captains and war chiefs and that they can come across. As you can see, a lot of them are dead now. They've suffered a bit of wrath that they didn't quite get through. Got on the wrong side of me, mate. That's what happens. To give you a general idea of the gameplay, these are the lowest ranking guys, mid-ranking guys. Then you kind of get these top ranking ones. And then you get to the war chiefs, mate. And all of these orcs are trying to climb to the top. Let's have a look at this guy, mate. Who's this? Who's this colourful character? Flack the Ripper, mate. All of the names are completely randomly generated out of a set sort of amount of, you know, default ones. So look, we've got Flack the Ripper down here. Who's this character? Kaka the Whisperer. Only a couple of dudes left in the middle ranking. Horsgrish Ear Collector. All these kind of colourful characters. Who's this at the very top? Ishgar the Wrestler. Very entertaining. They all have a different kind of, you know, set of bodies and like loads of different armors, hats, hair and that they can have, and they all look pretty unique, and it's very well done in my opinion. But the idea is you have to find them and interrogate them to get to the top, mate. Eventually take out the big guys, and when you do that, as it's just happened in the story, a big boss comes for you. You gotta take him down, mate. You'll see these ones, mate. Who are these guys? Sort of silhouetted in black. I don't really know. But you know what, mate? When these guys die, they don't stay dead forever. People come and take their place, mate. And see this guy here, Horsgrish Ear Collector. You might find that Kaka the Whisperer will be watching him, and they might duel for a greater position and power at one point. Because all these guys, they want to get to the top, mate. That's what they want. So they'll always be quabbling upon each other as well. So, you know what? We're going to do a little... I'll just give you a little example of the gameplay. How do we find out who these guys are, mate? Well, what we do is orcs can tell us about them, mate. You'll see the little map at the bottom. Basically, everything in red, those are the orcs. You might see some little icons. They could be flowers and herbs that heal your health. And the little black arrows, they're human slaves, mate. You kind of want to free as many as you can when you see them. You get some XP. Let's go speak to this guy, mate. So you've got your stealth mode. Hold down the right trigger on the Xbox controller, and you're good. Bumped into that guy there. Whoops. Let's take him in here, mate. Let's have a little just out of view so no one can see us. So he's subdued now, mate. That's not a lot you can do. Give him a little stab for good measure. We're going to interrogate him, mate. We're going to have a word. Oh heck! So when you interrogate them, you go into a kind of like your wraith mode, and it's the wraiths, as they do in the films, have a particular ability of instilling fear into people. So we can, if we can kill a mate, give him a death threat, he'll go report to someone above him, tell him about his experience, or we can gain some intel. Essentially what we're doing is we're using our powers to go into his head, and he can reveal to us one bit of info, mate, about someone he knows. Why he can't tell us about all of them, I don't know. But he's going to tell us about this guy, mate, I think. Blorg Oathbreaker. Blorg. What a brilliant name. Blorg. Blorg Oathbreaker. So let's see. He's a captain. He's got a power of 8. And his motive, he's afraid of the Mighty One's power. So no doubt doing what he can to stay on his good side. Target. He's located at the Durthang West. So if you look on the map, mate, the little blue icon, that's where we are. And he's located somewhere over there. But, mate, to learn his details, you must find intel or interrogate another captain. So we're going to do just that, mate. We're going to find out a bit about old Blorgy. So, we're done with you. Damn. Harsh. By killing him, mate, all these humans are free as well. Thank you. Thank you, Talion. Thank you. Ah, we're going to leave now, Talion. Thank you. So, that's kind of the, that's one little bit about the game, mate. Another little bit is you're pretty good at parkour.
Weapons are ready. Time to cut open a
Talion can generally climb up anything you see quite quickly, quite efficiently. He's a ranger, as it were, and he's sort of instilled with these elven powers now. Ooh, who's this, mate? A little sniper. Let's go pay him a visit. So with the stealth mechanic, more or less, the orcs are kind of dumb. They won't really notice you unless you're directly in front of them. You know, you've got to pretend that they've had a long day, mate. They're not really paying too much attention. So, we'll go to this guy. We'll drop down. Go into the stealth mode. And we're just going to put this guy out of his misery, mate. Nice and quiet, nice and quiet. Nice and clean. Can't let anyone see us. What's this, mate? Can you see the little scratch symbol on the map? There's a beast down there. Locked up in that cage. Let's go check it out. Like I said, there's a nice little bit of parkour in this game. So you can always kind of like running around and bits and bobs, going on zip lines, flying about, very entertaining. Look, another tower. Who's this guy? Another ability you get is I'll just show you as soon as this guy kind of starts to lose interest. There he goes. you can use your elven abilities to kind of whisper to people, attract them over to you.
Someone's sneaking about.
Then we'll give him the odd one too. Nice mate. None the wiser, none the wiser. To be fair, there's no one else nearby, so I don't really need to be particularly stealthy at the moment. There's no full damage in this game, mate, which is quite nice. You're pretty much a ninja, and as I'll try and show in some of the gameplay, you can become very, very aggressive with your playstyle and be quite stealthy, but quite full-on with your combat at the same time. It's really well done, mate. So, okay, there's quite a lot going on and done here. We'll do this, mate. Have a little look around. So you can go into the Wraith world whenever you want. You can still be seen, because obviously you're still in the human world, but you can see with elf eyes. So, as you can see down here, mate, everything highlighted in blue, those are orcs. But, mate, everything highlighted in green, those are cowardly orcs, mate. And they'll give us a little more information if we interrogate them. So let's make an active effort to go speak to them. Oh, mate. Always bullying the humans. That's what you get, mate. Going somewhere? This guy saw me, mate. Not anymore. I think a few people have heard a bit of the ruckus. Coming to investigate it. Here come their mates to investigate the noise. Oh. Now we want to interrogate these guys.
This Uruk's been slain.
The slaves have made a nice little distraction there, so they're going to run up and go chase him, and I should be able to get these guys. They're both together though, so it's going to be quite difficult to get them both. Ah, no, there we go. They've kind of split up, they're looking for me now. The fools.
Ready to die?
We'll just borrow you. Right. Bring him over here, mate, bring him over here. Yes, you are. Right. So, mate, when you find these particularly cowardly orcs, they'll give you a little more information about people you want to know about. So can you see I can use my intel now to learn this guy's strengths and weaknesses of old Blorg. Right. So what has this coward told us, mate? So, you learn their weaknesses and strengths, mate. Basically, during combat, you can exploit the weaknesses to kill them much quicker if you want to, or to make them flat out run away. But they've got strengths, mate. And sometimes they can actually become significantly stronger in combat if you activate something that makes them furious. Or you just can't use a certain move against them. So let's look at the strengths. So this guy is invulnerable to stealth. So that basically means I could not even hurt this guy a little bit by sneaking up to him and stabbing him in the back. He's wily, mate, so he'll catch me. Initiative, tries to be the first to strike in combat, so he's going to be quite aggressive when you fight him. Savage weapon, weapon inflicts deep wounds that bleed over time. So if he ever hits me, I'm going to suffer a little bit of lingering damage. Fury attack, highly aggressive melee attack. Special ability he has, I don't quite know what it does. And jump attack, leaps far while striking. So no doubt this orc, mate, he's seen him in combat, he knows what he's up to. But what's this, mate? Vulnerable to combat finishers. He can be killed instantly using a combat finisher, which is a huge weakness for him. Vulnerable to mounted beasts, can be killed instantly by one. And fear of Caragors, becomes terrified at the sight of a Caragor. So essentially, we can exploit that, mate, to our own benefit. So thank you very much for that. We're done with you. And this guy, he's still looking for us, mate. What you may have noticed I did there was I didn't jump onto him and killed him. I jumped onto him and did a drain. It's another little feature I'll just try and explain quickly. But essentially, you may notice in the bottom left on our HUD, we've got two bars. The left red one being our health, and the right one, all the sets of blues. That's kind of like our wraith power, if you will. And several things use it. For instance, oh wait, here comes another.
A dead Uruk, and not my doing this time.
Bring him over, mate. Let's bring him over. Let's have a closer word with him. Oh, mate, we're going to do something slightly different here. We're going to fucking brutalize this guy. Oh!
Mordor rises from the rubble, and the Black Mountains feet to blow.
Ha 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 ha!
I really think there's any time left for men.
Oh, how exciting, mate! That was no ordinary Uruk. That was, in fact, a captain. Right, let's go into our elf mode. Oh, how exciting, mate. This happens every now and again. Look, this is one of the new one, the silhouette, so that's why I wasn't able to identify him. So did you see, whenever you initiate combat with a captain, you don't just fight them. You get that cool little, display of, exchange of words. So Tugog the Wicked, mate. I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know nothing. Right, but we can fix that. Right, he's a spear thrower, so we've got to keep that in mind. And he's blown that horn, so every nearby Uruk is coming to our area now. Right, mate, I could just fight this guy, but I want to know about him. I want to know his weaknesses. Because it's easy enough to kill them, mate, but what you kind of want to do in this game is you want to dominate them. You don't just want to... Killing them's too easy. You want to dominate them, make them fear you. And then it makes later encounters much easier if you know your enemy. Right, Caragor, the beast from earlier, mate. Let's see if we can tame him. Come on, come over here. Right. So with that elfy powers, very similar to something you'd see in Avatar. Oh, wait, look at Talion's face. There we go. We're going to use our elf powers to dominate him with our hand, which is what I was trying to explain to you on that guy. Right. So this has caused a bit of chaos now. So we're going to ride on our beast. Change the combat a bit, horseback. Try and even up the fight a bit here. Right. See if we can hack down a couple of these orcs before we take on the captain. Oh no! No, we've done quite the opposite. So that guy, he doesn't have a fear of Caragor, he has a hatred for them. Yeah. Which sadly means that whenever he sees a Caragor, it actually makes him significantly stronger. So things aren't really going my way so far, mate. But that's okay. Let's keep going. I want to try and get this that orc there with the intel. I need to pull him out of this fight so I can learn about this captain here. So let's try this right now. Right. Whilst everyone's a bit distracted. No. I'm going to do it, mate. I'm pulling this guy out of the fight now to see if he's going to come chase me so I can learn about this captain. Whew. You see, mate, just out of nowhere, we've suddenly got into this very exciting conflict. Right, this guy. Get the fuck out of here. Oh no, the captain's coming. I don't want to fight him just yet. Where's the, right, where's that guy? I really want to interrogate this guy, which I might be able to do if I can just pull him aside quickly. Yep. Because you're literally just invading their minds. It's not a lengthy interrogation process. You're just reading their thoughts, essentially. So, we have just come across this guy, Tugog the Wicked. Oh man, look. Some people have actually usurped and taken up the war chief position in the meantime. How exciting. Right. We're going to find out all about them, mate. Ah, mate, it's all kicking off. So, the last thing I did was kill these 5 war chiefs. And obviously, in that meantime, 3 more have taken their place. So you may have noticed the orcs who went through earlier. Look, 3 have just stepped up to the mantle now because there are open positions. So now we have Tors the Puny, Nazu the Unkillable, and Ishgar the Wrestler, the guy we just highlighted earlier. Heck, he's stepped up in the world, mate. Those lines, those means they're his kind of bodyguards. So by chance, this guy we've come across, he's actually a bodyguard to this guy, mate. To Nazu the Unkillable. I've had several encounters with this guy. Can you see he's only got a power of 10. He's very weak because I've been making his life a bit of a misery. So that's a bit of good luck, mate. So, we are going to get some intel about this guy we're fighting. Tugog the Wicked. Right, so here we go. As we just found out, he has a hatred of Caragors. Becomes enraged at the sight of them. Duly noted. He can be damaged by ranged attacks, as I was about to explain earlier. Those wraith shots can be used to, obviously, because the dude's an elf, all elves can use bows, that's just a given. He can be damaged by them, that's a bit of a weakness for him. And he can be injured by combat finishers. Not killed, but injured, that's good to know. So he's an ambusher, launches ambushes against his enemies, and a summoner, so he did that against us by getting loads of people to come join us. He's got his savage weapons, so that's how he killed our, did you see, weapons that do deep wounds and bleed over time. So he threw a spear into our Caragor and sadly killed it straight away, dick. Wrath stun block, blocks your Wrath stun attacks from the front, so the move where you jump on people and you put your Wrath hand on them to inflict fear into them. I can't do that on him from the front, that's very helpful. And he's a fast runner. He runs much faster than most Uruks. Duly noted. Okay, so what I want to do, mate, is I don't want to kill this guy. It's too easy. What I want to do is instill some fear into him, mate. And you do that by putting your Wrath hand on them. that essentially terrifies them. And then I want to grab him and not interrogate him, mate, but send a death threat to Nurs, or whatever his name is, the Unkillable, because that'll make Nurs a little, actually a little stronger, but means if I track him down, mate, and kill him, I'll get even sweeter rewards. Okay, so let's get back into it. So we have got a lot of orcs to deal with now, and you know what, mate? I'm liking my odds. Right. Brutal. So, you'll see a multiplayer building up on the top left, mate. Whenever that reaches 5, I get to do a combat move, a combat finisher, which is just a kill in one hit move. Right, let's start doing some damage to our captain. Obviously, mate, as in every game, you've got the counter system. So whenever you see the call for it, you just got to do a little counter, hit the Y button, nice and easy. Now this dude's ranged as well, mate, and he's hit me from a distance, which is hurting a lot. So let's try and pull him down. Oh, we're getting distracted by this guy. Let's finish him off. Oh, get behind him again. Do our lovely little combo with our elf. Right, can you see his skull, mate? It's just turned to green. So that means that we're able to intimidate him now, or even grab him. So let's get behind him again. Do a nice big combo before his mates get here. Oh, they're already here, mate. And let's get him with a stun now. Oh, but I can't do it from the front. Yeah, see that? I tried to do it from the front, and he just headbutt me. Right, let's regroup. Let's regroup. Let's recuperate. A load more mates have come in the meantime. Right, let's do a bit of bow shots, mate, to even the odds. So you get a limited amount of focus time where things go into slow motion. So we're gonna take out as many as we can. What you may have noticed there is a couple started running away. I've got a special ability, particular to my character, in which whenever I kill someone with a bow, that's a chance that it's going to instill fear into people near them. There's so many little bits in this game, mate. I didn't think they'd be happening so soon, but here we are right in the thick of it. Oh, I've got a fire arrow. Set them alight, I'll keep them busy. Right, I really want to, I've got to be careful now, I'm very close to death. I need to take down as many of these orcs as I can, and then get my interrogation done on this guy before more come. So yeah, they're not enjoying themselves, mate. Right, let's get this guy now. So we're going to grab him from behind, and then do our interrogation, which counts as a drain. Oh, right, we can slow down. Right, let's do a death threat. So we can choose who we want him to do a death threat. Who he wants to report the death threat to. So we made quite a lot happen there in a short space of time. It's very difficult to explain it on the spot. So basically, we could tell him to report directly to his war chief, mate. But actually, what we kind of want to do as well is we want to kill the war chief's bodyguards. Otherwise, that means if I go to fight the war chief, their bodyguards will be there with him. So we're not going to send a death threat to Nazu. We're going to go send a death threat to our friend, who we'll try and find, Blorg. Whatever happened to Blorg? There he is, mate. So Blorg out of nowhere, because of all these dead captains, they're just suddenly being the position's taken over like wildfire. So we're going to stick to our plan of finding Blorg for the meantime, mate. I'll end this video with trying to take down Nazu the Unkillable. He's an old foe of mine. I've encountered him many times. So let's send a death threat to Blorg instead. Right. So as you've seen there, that's increased Blorg's power. It's got him to have a little gang about him. So he's going to be a little bit more tricky to kill, mate. But when I kill him, I might get even greater loot. So, we're done here. Get out of here. Right. Mate, apologies about that. The game cut out to desktop during that exciting encounter, just as I sent that guy away with his death threat. But we ran away after we dealt with that. We dispatched a few more Uruks and disappeared into the shadows, mate. No doubt they got the message. So, if we go, just following on from that, go to Sauron's army, mate. Here's our main man, Blorg Oathbreaker. So this is the guy that received the death threat. So as it pointed out, that gave him a little more power, and he's going to have some people surrounding him now. And it looks like this guy is currently in the bottom right of the map. So that's kind of where we want to go towards. So we're going to mark him, and he's going to his general location's going to light up. So where is he? Right, that skull on the map, that's where he is, so that's where we want to start aiming towards. So I'll try and make a slow saunter there, because I was trying to explain a few basic mechanics about the game until it very rudely cut in with that exciting event with the captain. But mate, that's kind of the beauty of this game. The storyline is fixed, and the map is fixed, obviously, but it's very random what happens in between. With the captains you get, their personalities, the way they track you down, how you'll just be having a random encounter like that, and suddenly you're fighting a dude who summons 50 other dudes. It just happens out of the blue, and it's very exciting. So I believe we left off, mate. I was trying to explain the Wraith mode. So there is, mate, Cerebrimbor. He's had some better looking days, mate. I think he's about 2,000-3,000 years old, even as a Wraith. So he's got the very decayed look about him. But he gives Talion access to some very exciting abilities. You'll notice, mate, his hand there. That's this wound cast onto you by the hammer who we've killed now, which gives you access to Cerebrimbor in the Wraith world. Nice little detail there, just that essence coming out of your hand. So, mate, one thing Cerebrimbor does is he gives us access to a bow, and he gets a limited time in the real world, which he's able to give to Talion, essentially to significantly improve his powers. So, that's a nice little detail there, mate. I just noticed that guy picked up a log and sort of dropped it near the fire. Very well done. Sorry, I got distracted. So, among things Cerebrimbor does, he allows us to see the Uruks, as I mentioned, but he also, mate, gives us access to the bow. And do you see that in the bottom right, mate? I've got those little tabs. Whenever I shoot an arrow, we're gonna lose one. There we go, mate. That's caused some ruckus. Let's shoot another one, mate. Not going to shoot it at the orcs, though. I'm going to shoot it at this fire. Beautiful. Lots of nice little environmental hazards in this. They're not just normal arrows, mate. They're Wraith arrows. They do a lot more damage. So as you can see, mate, we fired 2 shots, and in that process, we've lost 2 of our bars. What else can we do? Ooh. Oh, mate, look. A couple of Uruks leading on these guys to their doom, no doubt, mate. What can we do about it? Who's nearby? That guy investigating the murders. Looks like they're going to be doing the same sort of thing. Let's plan a move, mate. Let's plan a move. Okay, no one else is too nearby. Let's see if we can take out this guy. Pull him away. So again, mate, we'll do our whisper. I can focus on him. Not quite, he's just a little too far away. So what I can do, fire an arrow, and that's going to get his attention as well. Wasted another rash shot, but alas. Right. Are you close enough now? There we go. Whisper towards me. Come closer, come closer. Come to us. Can you see that's my last known position? He's having a look at that. So let's get him, mate. Nice, mate. Shh. Quiet, quiet. Stealth, stealth. Right, that's caused a little bit of a distraction. And now all the slaves are running, and these guys aren't too happy. Whoa, what's happened, mate? Everything's going wrong for them. But this is our other ability, mate. So that dude's really far away. Nice little teleport. Teleport towards them, stun them. We're going to use that to do another little interrogation, mate. So we're going to, before we do that though, pull this guy away. Pull him back so no one can see. You're welcome, you're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Right, so you can teleport as well, mate. It takes up 2 arrows, but essentially that's what you've got to use your essence for. So what we're going to do, mate, is I'm going to drain this guy. Can you see we've got B here? We're going to use that wrath hand I spoke about, and we're just going to... Oh, we're going to borrow a little of that delicious essence. Good stuff, mate, good stuff. Whenever you do that, mate, that causes orcs to run in fear. So I'm going to let this guy go now. Get out of here. And he's quite scared about what he's seen, mate. He's been through a lot. Just step forward a bit in the video because I'm going to show you another little aspect about the stealth combat. So you get the normal stealth kills, which just allow you to kill them nice and quick and quiet. But you can also do this, mate. It's called the brutalized stealth kill. Go up to someone, do some of this, mate. It makes an awful noise. Brutal. Anyone who witnesses that nearby, mate, is going to run in terror. When it's orcs, at least 2 will run away. But obviously if there's like 20, they've generally got faith in numbers, and they ain't all going to run. But you can do that to help even the odds and give you a little more of a boost when you're about to start combat. Because you may have noticed, mate, when I did it... Right, let's just sprint into these guys. Can you see? I've got a combat multiplier, which I can now use in a bit of combat. Teleport to this guy. Knock him down. And because the multiplier's high enough, I get an instant kill on him. Oh, he's got some more mates over here. Let's keep it going, mate. Let's keep this combat going. Brutal. Gonna keep that multiplier going for ages. Ow! Dude just threw a spear into my head. So you do lots of nice little combos, mate. Gets that multiplier up. Gets you those little instant kills so you can really keep on top of the combat. And you just keep applying all your little moves together to knock him down. Gonna get a bit of health back hopefully and suck a bit of essence out of this guy, mate. And you know what, mate? He may be running in fear now because I've used my Wrath Hand on him. I'm still not finished with him. There's mate over here. Not a chance, mate. Let's take this guy down. Let's find out a little more information, shall we? Just keep doing what we always do. A little interrogation. Let's find out some more. Because, mate, there's always new captains to learn about. Who's this guy? Booth Bloodhand. Okay, we know who he is now, mate. Oh, and he's roughly there. Okay, duly noted. Thank you very much for the intel. Always close to me. Oh, mate, a few more. Do one more brutalize. As you can see, the stealth is somewhat quite generous in this game, which is good because it really helps with the flow, I find. So I mean, like generally, for instance, when I'm stood over here, oh dear, mate. Mate, it's never easy for the Uruks or the humans. There's so much savagery in this world. Look at that. Just a random, what I was saying earlier, mate, about this mod, just a random patrolling group of Caragors, and they're not having a good time. You know what, mate? I'm going to do them some justice. I'm going to put them out their misery. No one should have to suffer the wrath of the Caragor, not even the filthy orcs. Sneak away from them. Oh my god, mate, there are Caragors everywhere. Oh my god. Oh my god. And they see me. Okay, we're going to leave now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hey mate, this is a good opportunity to explain another bit about the game. So you've got a little bit of parkour. When you're going along the world and just trying to run, whenever you jump over something, you can activate your Wraith abilities to get a little speed boost. So get from one side of the map to the other, mate. It's not too difficult. And now that we've got the upper hand on this guy, mate, come get me. Oh no, because I'm going to get you instead. Oh. Was the game just mocking me there, giving me a view of that guy's ass? Right, come on. Right. As we did earlier, mate, you get the high ground of them, jump on top. Mate, where would Talion be without this Wraith Hand? Gives him all sorts of powers. So, as with earlier, mate, sadly that woman got killed. You can take him over, and mate, you can do your parkour along the world, or you can just run even faster, get to your destinations with this guy. Mate, sure work with the Uruks, mate. They ain't got a chance. Pretty much horses, so you got your horseback riding as well. Make all sorts of chaos with these things. But anyway, we'll let this guy, we'll let him loose here, mate. We'll let him cause a little chaos with these orcs. Okay, or you can just go that way. See you, mate. When you overtake them, mate, they're basically your pets. So as long as you're close enough to them, they'll always let you back on. You can see on the left hand side of the screen now with my HUD, I've got the little Caragon marker with one above. So he's my mate now, mate, and he'll keep an eye on me. Beautiful. So, as I was trying to explain, the stealth in this game, mate, it's quite generous. I mean, like, you know what, more or less, these guys are patrolling all day, they see all sorts of things. Are they really going to pay attention to, you know, a dude running in the distance? Might be an orc. They're probably tired as well, mate. They probably had a long day. They're not going to notice everything going on. So, the stealth is quite generous. And as I say, mate, get a little brutalize on someone. Yeah, they ain't going to want to see that. Run in terror. Ooh, mate, you may have noticed one thing. We're in a stronghold now. Oh dear, mate. That dude, he ran straight into the Caragor. Unlucky. So, mate, you notice on the left, underneath my Caragor symbol, we're in a stronghold. If we get caught, mate, in here, someone's going to try and run off and sound an alarm. And mate, when the alarm gets sounded, that means an unlimited wave of orcs keep coming, so we've got to be super careful with our stealth here. But you know what, mate? I'm a bit seasoned in this game now. I don't really know how it works. You can be a little aggressive with your stealth. You can move quite fast. And use a nice... Sorry, mate, I'm really trying to concentrate here. And use a really nice combination of all your moves to dispatch of foes nice and quickly. So that's what I love about this game, mate. It's got very aggressive stealth. So although there was a lot of chaos there, no one's none the wiser. Anyone who heard that is soon dead. You look at the map, and essentially all the red markers that are highlighted, you know, that aren't slightly invisible, they're ones that are kind of near you and have an idea what's going on. So if you cause some noise, they're gonna see it basically. And you can use that to your advantage to be quite aggressive when you're going around. The little marker above their head, mate, when it's yellow, it means they've not really noticed you. When it starts turning red, that means they're about to notice you. And when it's red, mate, that means they've seen you. But whilst that marker's filling up, you have that opportunity to pull a stealth kill on them. So generally, you've got about a 2 or 3 second window to silence people whenever they see you. Okay, right. I hope you took all that in, mate. That's a lot to go on. So we want to keep making our way towards the captain, old Blorgy, old Blorgalorg. Let's keep going, mate. Again, mate, you take no fall damage in this game, which is nice. And with your Wraith and Elf abilities, you're very good at parkour, and you can make very quick progress across the world map, which is nice. Okay. So you tap the A button whenever you land, and it just gives that little boost. Let's go super fast. Oh dear, right. So, okay, let's plan our next move, mate. Always making our way towards Blorgy. What I'll do, mate, is I'm going to go up and I'm going to do a brutalised kill on one of these guys. It's not going to scare them all off. What it is going to do is it's going to give me enough combo meter to attack some of the other people more aggressively. So then I can go up to these guys. Get an instant kill combo finisher on him. Get towards this guy. As long as you keep doing moves, mate, there'll always be the multiplier that goes up for you. So you just want to keep aggressive. Any chance, mate? Again. Brilliant. Elbow to the face, mate. That ignites him. As I say, though, mate, don't need to keep wasting all of our combat finishes on him, though. Can see some nice little combos like that. Kill him straight away. It's a lovely fluid combat system in this game, mate. And you want to keep fighting and stealthing aggressively as you go along the map, because it generally just gets you more XP, more abilities, and more fun. So, mate, in all that excitement, we've gotten quite close to our target. So if we go into Wraith mode. There he is, mate. Blorg. So, what do we know about Blorgy, mate? He's got a fear of Caragors, and he can be damaged by combat finishes. But as we discovered earlier, I can't stealth him out, mate. And old Blorgy, he's quite terrified, mate, after that death threat that was given to him. Oh, what's this guy? This guy's suspicious about something, mate. What's he seen? Dunno. Weird. Right, okay, let's plan this now, mate. So we want to take out Blorgy. It generally, it doesn't really do much for us to keep him alive at this point, so we're just going to try and dispatch him. That symbol over there, mate, that means that that guy's got some intel, but I'm afraid, mate, the only intel he's going to be doing for us is giving us a nice combo boost. Beautiful. Right, Blorg, let's fight.
Just my luck to find you here, yes? No rest for the Uruk.
I really love that. So whenever you encounter a captain, you just get a nice little exchange of dialogue. Right, mate, we'll try and do some nice quick combat here, same as last time. I used that brutalized kill to not only scare a couple of the orcs away, but to also get my combat multiplier up, so I can do some nice little brutal kills. I forgot I can't jump over that guy. So as you can see, mate, they don't kill that guy instantly, but it does do a significant amount of damage. Otherwise, you just want to do nice little combos, get them on the floor, and do lots of big powerful moves. Every time the combat meter goes up, you get to do a couple of these instant kill moves. And as you can see, mate, we've made quite short work of this guy.
You pie next time.
There he goes, mate. So whenever their health gets low enough, a few things happen. They'll either fight you to the death, or they might run in fear, mate. Look at this guy's face. But mate, we've got no interest in letting this guy get away. So we're going to catch him. We're going to interrogate him to get some information on another captain, and finish him in the process. And mate, as we've learnt with our abilities, you can't outrun this. Grab him. Mate, we're going to let these other people see this. We're going to let them see it. Just quickly. As you saw some dude about to hit me there, it would have happened instantly. But all of this, it's just happening in this guy's head, so it all happens straight away. Who do we need some intel on, mate? This guy, mate, because he's a captain, he's in the know about all the other captains, and he's going to tell us a bit about Ronk the Prickler. So again, mate, with Ronk, oh, this guy's weak, mate. You see, these really weak orcs, mate, they're the ones you want to keep alive, so he's got a fear of burning, a fear of ghouls, and he can be damaged by combat finishers. Invincible to stealth, but generally his weaknesses are worse than his strengths. So he's the kind of orc we'd want to keep alive, because we can use that fear in later encounters to really dominate him and to keep him weak. So that's good, mate. Thank you for that. There we go, mate. Dead man. So, a few things happened here.
It is done.
Oh, who's this?
Down there, on your knees.
Oh, mate. I was hoping to explain another little feature about this game, but look, we found another captain straight away. Who is this guy? Do we know anything about him? Skoon the driver. So he becomes enraged when he burns. We want to make sure we don't set him on fire. Vulnerable to ranged attacks. Can be killed by a single charged headshot. So mate, because this guy's ruffling my plans, I'm afraid he is going to get a nice quick finish. There we go. That's why you always want to know their weaknesses, mate. All his friends coming now. Enough. To all of you I say enough. I'm trying to explain things. Jesus. Right. Chaos over. Okay. So, I was about to go on to explain here, mate. Let's start with... Oh, who's this now? It's orcs, mate. They're tiresome. Okay, so, because I sent a death threat to this guy, mate, look at this. He's dropped something exciting. Whenever you kill them, they drop a rune, mate. We're going to pick it up. Can you see it's gold there, mate? Because we gave that guy a death threat, he had a greater chance of dropping a rare rune, so let's pick it up. Right. So, with your runes, you've got your 3 weapons. Your sword for fighting, bow for bowing, dagger for stealth killing. So we just picked up a gold rune, mate, for the bow. How very exciting. So these bows, you can give them, well, all these weapons, you can give them runes to do different things. So as you see, I've got several runes that inflict fear upon Uruks whenever I get a headshot, which is a really powerful selection. So look, because I've got 3 together, that's given me an 100% chance. So whenever I go into stealth mode, if I can do lots of headshots, pretty much everyone will run away in fear, which can make encounters very easy if someone is surrounded by a lot of Uruks, such as that captain there. I could have done that on him really, but it's a little too easy, so I prefer it this way. And look, I've already got a rare rune, just increases bow damage by 50%. This one here, I recover 34% focus for killing the bow from stealth. So focus is when things go into slow motion basically. It's a useful one to have, mate. But let's see what this new one is. So as you can see here, you can see old Blorgy, mate. Poor old Blorg in his defeated state up there. Just reminding us where we got it from. So, increases the duration of Flame of Azkar by 10 seconds. Well, that's ridiculous. That's very powerful. So, one of the special abilities, mate, when you get a combat multiplier of 5, is you can ignite enemies. So that makes them burn for 10 seconds longer. So, heck, yes, I'm going to equip that. What have we got on the sword, mate? Basically, whenever I kill an orc, I've got a good chance of getting some health back. That's that one you saw a couple of times. 15% chance to ignite enemies on a counter. Always good fun. Any good ones on the dagger? And on the dagger, it's just a variety of things that help you with stealth. So I get more elf shot back whenever I explode someone's head with my wrath hand. Recover health whenever I drain someone in combat, which is very helpful. Lots of things. Chance for more orcs to run away when I terrify them. So that's kind of how you give your character a little customization. But mate, a reminder of all the Uruks that have died. Ooh. Mate, this guy's still alive. That means, mate, sometimes when you think you kill an orc, they're not actually dead. They come back from the death. So look, this guy's actually come back, and no doubt he'll be tracking me down at some point. How exciting. Ooh, spoiler. All of them, mate. A collection of orcs who did not succeed. But sometimes you just find them randomly, and you get no icon. So that's kind of like where more customization into yourself comes along. You also get a series of upgrades, mate, as you just get more XP. Oh, look, I've actually got enough for a new ability point now. So, as with most open world games, mate, kind of like just abilities that help you with combat. So the things you've seen, for instance, that make my guy quite powerful, is as this one explains here, instead of having to get a multiplier of 8, I only need it to be 5, so I can get my combat instant kills. This one here, it gives me 2 instant kills instead of just 1 whenever I get that multiplier, which is really powerful. For other things, this one here activates you with the flame shot. A couple of the other ones you've seen, like pinning in place, shoot an orc in the foot. So whenever they're trying to run away, you can do that so they can stop running. Lots of useful things. What have we got, mate? Ooh. A Wraith Blast. Press B, stuns a group in your path. Useful, useful. Critical hits, get me a combat multiplier of 3. Very useful. So when you do a well-timed hit, it gives you even more multiplier. Very powerful. When you got the multiplier up, your sword does double damage, as long as you don't use your things. Very, very, very powerful. It reduces the time it takes to charge a bow attack. Ooh, I'm going to take this one. So now, let's have a look at what that's done for us. Oh yeah, so to charge the bow for a full-powered headshot now. Much quicker. Beautiful. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. That orc was about to kill him. And mate, with this guy here, so you may have noticed that he had that thing, he had that weakness that he can instantly die in a headshot. When you kill an orc with their weakness, they will always drop a rune for that weapon. So because I killed him with the headshot, I was guaranteed a bow rune. So for instance, if a captain can get instantly killed by a stealth kill, then you get a dagger rune. And if a captain is weak to a combat finisher and you kill him with a combat finisher, you're guaranteed a sword rune. Oh mate, big stronghold over here. This guy.
No, you're imagining.
He's got some intel. Just do some interrogating quickly. I just love the cinematic feel of this game. You know, this here, mate. Just the terror in his eyes. The orcs are very emotive. You may have noticed when Blorg was running away, he had a particular look of fear on his face. In the slow motion before he ran, though, he had that look of absolute hatred, just as he'd sort of delivered his mocking cry to me. So there we go. Oh bloody hell! Look at this. All got the blood lovers. Look at this guy, mate. They all look so great. So this guy, he's Jesus. Look at that, completely covered in blood, mate. Because this guy was a coward, though, I instantly know his strengths and weaknesses. This guy is weak. Look, can be killed instantly using combat finishes. Can be killed instantly using stealth finishes. So he might be a good orc to keep alive, really. So you're probably thinking, mate, I mean, for the most part, that's kind of the game, which isn't wrong. You're going around, you're hunting down orcs, you're getting intel on other orcs, and I mean, realistically, whenever you kill an orc, there's kind of no point, because as soon as you kill one, as we've seen here, mate, remember at the beginning, there are loads of empty spaces. Look at all these guys that have come back now. We've got some new war chiefs now that they've stepped up to the plate. You've got to keep on top of it, mate. You've got to always keep on top of it. Or, mate, what's the point of killing them if if someone else is just gonna take their place? And you know the famous phrase, mate: better the enemy you know than the enemy you don't. So you get these randomly generated missions throughout the map. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Look over here, a vantage point. Ambush Tors the Puny by infiltrating his strongholds. Oh no, that's what, sorry. These ones with the skulls. These are missions you have to do to get a war chief to come out so you can kill them. We don't want to kill any war chiefs. We want to bully their captains, mate. So a feast. Invade Grisha Mapkeeper's feast to weaken Sauron's army. Trial by ordeal. Invade Ulthug the Poisoner's trial by ordeal to weaken Sauron's army. So basically, these are captains trying to increase their power, mate, and you can crash their events to, well, to make sure they don't increase in power and don't step up in rank. So what we're going to do, mate, is this guy here, Grisha Mapkeeper. I've met this guy a lot of time in my travels, and I've been bullying him quite a lot. Let's go bully him some more, mate. Mate, another little thing I love about this game is it's a fairly big map. You know, you don't want to waste your time. Ooh, just hide from the Xerox, mate. You don't want to waste your time walking all the time. So, as I mentioned, mate, as you saw at the beginning, you get all these towers. And with those towers, you can fast travel to them. But look at this, mate. This is a real... Well, I love this game so much. The graphics are beautiful. You know, they're lovely how they are. You know, the gameplay is nice and fluid. There's no drop in frame rate. It doesn't need a hugely powerful computer. But look at this, mate. I want to get to the other side of the map. X, fast travel. And then boom, we're there, straight away, straight off the bat. So obviously I'm slowing down a lot, you know, to do a little dialogue and do a little talking, mate. But this game, it's really fast paced, and this is why you can beat it and almost 100% it in about 25 hours, I'd say. Is because you start getting a really good rhythm about it. It never stops, it never slows down, you just keep on going.
Still, it was good seeing how scared them softskins were.
Sorry, mate, I keep getting viciously distracted as I'm playing this. It's surprisingly difficult to do some intelligent commentary over a game whilst it's going on, mate. Never again in the future, never again. I'll just record it beforehand and talk over it. But essentially, so I was just praising the game for its fast travel around the map. Brilliant, super fast, game loads brilliantly, no drop in frame rate. Hello? Jesus, who's this ambitious cunt? What's going on?
There's no getting away from me. I've got me special tools already.
Oh, so you bloody do. Right, hold on. Tell me about yourself. I don't know anything about this guy. Oh, God, it never ends, mate. Fucking God. Oh my God, that was surprisingly intense. Huh. Oh man, I've forgotten where I was now. So, turns out we came across a particularly feisty, these guys. It just never stops. That's what I love about this game, mate. It just never stops, the chaos. So again, all I've been trying to do, mate, is just get to one of these, just to show you about it. So look, you fast travel. Oh my God, this happened like half an hour ago now. You fast travel on the map. It's super quick, it's super instantaneous, and then through a combination of the parkour and the quick stealth killing, as you've seen in this game, when you don't get constantly tracked down by captains, you can get to place really fast. And it's a tiny little map, but they put so much life and sort of personality into this place. It really feels like a Lord of the Rings world, and oh mate, it's just beautiful. So, mate, these missions, they're randomly generated, and these are your captains trying to rise for power. So in this case, mate, we have, let's have a little look, Grisha Mapkeeper. He's attempting to recruit followers. We need to stop that, mate, because we don't really want him doing that. So here he is, mate, Grisha, mate. He is my current nemesis in the game. So a nemesis it's someone you've encountered so many times in the past that they remember who you are and they want to see you dead. This guy's mission in life, mate. He wants to see me dead. I don't know why this guy's still alive. He's not a particularly... See, mate, and this is what I love. I know all about this guy now, Grisha. He's a he's a pretty puny little orc, as you can see. And if I remember correctly, he doesn't have any obvious weaknesses, but for whatever reason, we just end up finding each other and fighting. But he can be instantly killed by stealth, but mate, that's too easy. That's too quick. It's silly doing it like that. And he can be instantly killed by a mounted beast. It's kind of situational to have them around, but he's not scared of anything. Nothing creeps him out. So the only way to make him run in combat is to use your Wrath of Fear power on him, which makes them run in terror. So he's, for whatever reason, he's obviously such a shit fighter and just really easy to do that move on. So I feel sorry for the guy, mate. He's just an average orc. He's got his weaknesses, he's got some strengths, and not that great. He's got one irritating move that stops you jumping over him, the Vault Breaker, but beyond that, mate, he's constantly there. Oh look, and he's someone's bitch now as well. Hey, report straight to this guy. Interesting. Ah, no. That means he's trying to usurp his position. Oh, I'd like to see Grisha get to the top. I've been with him for so long now, mate. You know, I just want to see him rise. I knew him, mate, when he was just a low-level ranking captain. Look at him now. He's almost a war chief. Maybe he'll make it there. If I don't disrupt his recruitment session, that means he might actually climb up to war chief. But that's not the relationship we have, mate. So, again, randomly generated missions. It's just them trying to rise in power. It's a little cutscene. So, what's going on?
Follow me and I won't carve up your face!
It's a fair
I'd
request.
rather die!
Right, so, just to pause the game a bit. So, Grisha, he is trying to recruit these orcs and he's doing it through intimidation. Oh, mate, again, what I love about it, you've got lots of very different looking orcs in this game and they all have very expressive faces. So look, he's in his proper battle and fight mode now. A couple of warring characters behind him as well. So what we need to do, mate, there are two ways we can resolve this. We can kill him, flat out kill him. But as I say, mate, there's no point. Well, I mean, there is the phrase, cut off the head of the snake. How does that phrase end? I can't remember. Oh no, sorry. In the case of the Hydra, cut off the snake of the Hydra, and two heads to grow back, mate. So yeah, you know, I killed this guy, and someone's just going to take his place, mate. What's the point? Well, I know this guy. I know he's really easy to kill, so I prefer to humiliate him in front of everyone. So to do that, just to say as well, look at this, all kind of slow motion, all the orcs running in the background. Very cool. Very polished game, mate. I love it. Anyway, not a huge fan of Lord of the Rings either, but this game, mate, is just perfect. It's so well done. So what we're going to do, mate, is we're going to intervene in this fight. I want to try and make sure the people who he's trying to kill don't die, but I want to try and kill his posse, and I want to try and humiliate him by making him run away in terror. So let's do just that. So off they go. So we're going to start, mate. Again, I've got that bow that instills fear into everyone. So we'll kill a couple of his dudes. Jump in. Lock blades with him if we can. There we go.
Now this lot will see how a real Uruk fights.
Yeah, how did that work for you last time? I love those, mate. I love those so much. Right. Do some good damage. Again, because I've got two combat finishes, I can damage this guy really, really fast. What we'll try and do is we'll try and get a couple of combos on his posse to get the combat meter up. Oh, which I just screwed up by pressing the wrong button. If you counter too soon, you lose it, mate. So you've got to be on point. Ooh, he's gotten stronger. I can't counter him. Why has he always been like that? You see, mate, again, this guy... Sorry, just to kind of pause it again. Oh, God, this guy's coming for me. Get out of here. He is actually quite strong, so... Yeah, rapid attack, multiple attacks that must be individually countered. He's got some very irritating moves, so I should kill him. Because in terms of... You know, orcs that can actually do me some damage. Oh, he's throwing an axe at me. I'll try and finish before he ends up throwing it. I should kill him because he's not the easiest one to keep in check, but I've encountered him so many times, mate. I've got an attachment with this guy. I don't want to see him die. I want to keep tormenting him. There we go.
Done for. Move it.
and off he goes, mate. So because he failed to recruit the orcs, mate, he's had enough and he's out of here. So his this dude here, is he going to turn back and fight me? Gosh, look, he's braver than his captain. Anyway, mate, the deed is done. They've seen their captain flee, so they need to go around and spread the word of what happened. And just fuck these guys in particular, mate. Fuck this guy in particular. Yeah, and you know what? Fuck this guy. Especially fuck this guy. Get in there. Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, yes, so we've caused a suitable amount of chaos, mate. We're going to disappear into the night. Brutal. Away I go. So, and that's another part of the game, mate. So you're constantly going through these captains, basically, choosing the ones you want to live and keeping them all in check, just to kind of limit the effectiveness of Sauron's army. And as I say, when the story progresses far enough, you draw out a bigger boss, and essentially, but you can just waste as much time as you want doing all these bits in between to get some sweet XP, and just generally to play on with the orcs. It's very, very entertaining, mate. It's satisfying. The combat is smooth, as I'm sure you saw in that one earlier when I just got jumped by that random orc. Got a real nice kind of like flow and fluidity to the combat. It's just addicting, and it's just fun. It's a world you want to explore. You want to find all the bits. You want to get the upgrades because they really help you out in combat. And just generally, mate, it's just a pleasure to play. And it just never ends, mate. The chaos, the blood, all of it, just all there. Right. So before we end this session, mate, we're going to do one final thing. Go back to Sauron's army. This guy, mate, Nazu the Unkillable. This guy, mate, he's been another orc that's kind of been there from the beginning for me. I don't really want to kill him, actually. Is there someone else we can kill? Tor's the Puny. No, Tor's has been there for ages. Look at this guy, mate. Tor's the Puny, hoping to survive just one more day, and somehow he's become war chief because I've not killed him, mate. I've culled everyone else around him. You know, I've ruined the survival of the fittest, and I've got some really shit on the top. Nazu, I mean, like, yeah, I remember why I kept this guy alive, because he's got the fear of burning, mate. He's really easy to bring fear upon and kind of like keep in check. So we're going to keep him around. But who's this guy, mate? Ishgar the Wrestler. I don't know this guy. Oh, he's weak. Can be killed instantly based on stealth finishes. Right, we're going to take on this guy, mate. Usually what you do is you track down their henchmen, and you'd actually you kill them so they don't turn up at the fight. So who's his other henchman? This guy. Ear Collector. Fear of burning. That guy, actually, look, you can actually see he's got some ears wrapped around his neck as well. Brilliant. He's actually quite strong, mate. He's got that poison cloud. He can drop that during a fight, which can really screw me up because that reduces my ability to counter. But this guy, though, becomes terrified near Bagabug the Unclean. Fear of his rival. Who's Bagabug the Unclean? Let's see. So can you see, mate, even they have rivals among them as well. Bagabug. He's not here. Ah, it must be this guy, mate. He must be another newbie. Interesting. Is he of strength? Let's see. Becomes terrified when he burns. Oh, look, mate. He's got a current grasp for power. You know what, mate? Just to finish the session, we're just going to power through, take care of this war chief's bodyguards, and then take care of him. So let's go find Kaku the Whisperer. We're not just going to disrupt his hunt, mate. We're just going to flat out murder him. So let's do just that. Essentially, mate, this is it's just here as well. Blah, blah. Rampage through Ishgar the Wrestler's stronghold. Destroy. Oh no, sorry, wrong one. 100 point. Beast Hunt. Invade Kaka the Whisperer's Beast Hunt to weaken Sauron's army. I will. Essentially, this is what I've just had to do in the main story to draw out the hammer to kill him. So I'm essentially just doing it now again for fun. This isn't advancing the story at all. I'm enjoying this game quite a lot, mate. So I might just record. I've made sort of a little list together of things I'd like to speak about as well. Obviously, just haven't had the opportunity to do in this video. So I might record you a second episode of this. Just have the kind of the main story running in the background. And then, oh, what are these guys running from? Ah, Caragor, classic. He's killing humans. Oh, stop him killing the humans by riding him. Gotcha. Good. Get out of my way, you bums. Right. Yeah, I'll record a second episode. I'll just record some gameplay in the background, have the story running so you can see a little bit of how that's played. Because the second part of the story takes you to a whole new map and sort of it shows you how you kind of generally the process of starting from scratch and getting to the top basically, and you know, starting to cull out all the strong orcs and leave only the weak ones. So it'll essentially be like seeing the game beginning up from the beginning, which will be good for you. But let's finish like this. Just to show you generally how the game is played. So this guy, mate, who's going to have a little beast hunt. I'm going to do two things, guys, mate. I'm going to humiliate him, then I'm going to kill him.
Remember, anyone who doesn't fight doesn't eat!
Oh, again, just brilliant. Look at this guy. He's just a completely different image of him. He's a really real tubster running into battle. So, what do we know about this guy, mate? He's terrified of his rival, but his rival's nowhere to be found, so that's not going to help us. He can be injured by combat finishes, but he becomes terrified when he burns, mate. He does become enraged at the sight of Caragors, though, so this might screw things up a bit. But what I'm going to do, mate, is I'm going to do everything I can to try and set him on fire, to make him run away from this, to humiliate him a bit. Yeah, so there we go. Does that change his fears, though? No, it's still there. Actually, look at him now, mate. Look at that look of... Oh, he's been knocked over by one of the Caragors. Brilliant. Anyway, let's do this. Just nice and really nice and quick, mate. Get that up. Aim at him. Set him on fire. Oh. Oh, I bloody missed him. Right. Let's try again. Let's try again. Where's he at? Right, this guy here. Oh, burn him. Oh, I can't set him on fire, mate. He's invulnerable to ranged attacks. Right, so I've got no way, mate, of making him feared. So I'm just going to have to make him run away through classic combat. Where am I? Right, we've got to make sure these Caragors win. Oh no, don't kill the Caragor. Oh no, I just killed the Caragor by accident. Oh well. No, he can't win, he can't win, he can't win. There we go. Right, let's see how he gets on with the Caragors just by himself. Hey, he's finally noticed me.
I think you understand how much trouble you're in.
See, again, brilliant. He's called the Whisperer and he actually whispers his taunts to me. Oh, it's such a lovely little detail, mate. Anyway, I've killed all his henchmen. Let's see how he gets on with the Caragors. Oh, he's actually going to win. I really don't want him to win. Right, we've got to make sure the Caragors win. Can't hit him from the front as well because he's quite strong. Let's hit him from the back then. Right, here we go. Oh! Oh, did he kill the last Caragor? Yeah. So that's what happens when they win, mate. Did you see? He slashed that Caragor which poisoned him, so as the Caragor was running away, he won. Oh, mate, his hunt has been a success. But it's an awful shame he won't be able to enjoy it for much longer. So if you wanted an orc to gain more power for whatever reason, you could actually keep making sure they win these events as well, mate. So when they get to the top, they're really strong. Oh my god, he's vulnerable, isn't he? Right. Let's finish him. Actually, I don't want to finish him like this. Come to me. Fight me, you fool. You see, he's really low health now, so... he becomes quite literally as useful as an ordinary orc. Here we go.
You haven't won.
Oh, haven't I? We're gonna kill him. Don't need any more info. Beautiful. So as you can see, mate, you do have your main story in this game, but the game itself, it's extraordinarily cinematic. Ooh, mate, I'm going to let him find that captain's corpse so he can tell people what he's seen. Ooh, look, one of the Uruks that died had some intel on him. Let's find out if this guy was the dude who was scared. No, Tom Holland the Cruel. Jesus, this is the mean-looking guy. Motive: anxious about the next time Talion is spotted. So he really wants to find me. Good for him. Right, well, mate, we killed one of the captains. Where's his next mate at?
A corpse.
So we're gonna go to this guy. Ah, yes, this dude. Ushgrish. So he's around the centre of the map. We're gonna mark him. We're gonna track him down. We're gonna kill him. He's doing no special events, so I'm just gonna have to track him down the old-fashioned way, mate. Let's do it. So he's way, way, way over there. Do a little bit of fast travel. So he's in here somewhere. Again, mate, super quick, glorious fast travel. So as you can see, mate, when you give yourself quite a set motive and agenda, you can actually rattle through it quite fast, sort of as fast as you want to, really. Gosh, mate, chaos in this game all the time. Do spies and Karagors. So, this Uruk, mate, he could be anywhere in this map. Oh, it's another power struggle over here. You see, look, they even duel between each other, mate, to actually try and flat out kill each other. To rise up in the army. Skak the Dumb. Oh, brilliant. We might have to get distracted with that one quickly as well. But anyway, we're looking for this particular Uruk. Hoshgrish Ear Collector. So if we go into Wraith mode, we should it should help us track him down. What do your elf eyes see, mate? The answer so far is not a lot. Who's this guy? There he is, mate. Jesus, mate, he's got a look about him. Becomes terrified when he burns. Cannot be damaged by a ranged attacks. Yes, I can't set him on fire with my bow. That's a shame. Harder to kill. We'll have to finish him, so he's not going to back down to fear. Nearby Uruks are inspired to attack simultaneously, so I want to try and get him down by himself. But look, mate. Tracker can sense the presence of nearby enemies and hunt them down. He's coming for me. He's coming for me, the cheeky bastard. Mate, the hunter becomes the hunted. Fuck it, let's let him find me.
All that banging we've been hearing coming from the forge means only one thing. New Death Walker! Is your head full of schlock? Look around you! The Dark Lord is rising with us at his side!
So mate, it's a good thing I noticed that before something else, because if I was fighting another orc and he just tracked me down and brought me halfway through, that would have really made the fight more difficult. Oh, do not want his mate getting involved in this fight. I just want to kill him nice and quick. Absolutely. You see, again, mate. Oh no, it's never just us, is it? Oh no, who's this? Someone else! Oh no!
So easy, mate.
Oh look!
And I will
mate!
have revenge.
That's the dude we literally just killed! He's come back from the dead with a fucking metal plate in his head, you're kidding! Oh mate, that's why I love this game. The dude we literally just killed, look, they've already brought him back and he's all damaged. That's so fucking cool. God damn it, right. We're gonna have to put him down again then, mate, because this is one of the guy's bodyguards. Right, so I'm fighting two captains at once, mate. Not ideal. I've got to avoid this guy's spears whilst just generally taking out this guy. But it should be fairly simple. I know his weaknesses now. Fucking hell. Right, come back from the dead from that one, you motherfucker. Brilliant. Mate, once you've chopped off their head, there is no chance of them coming back from the dead. Right. Now let's finish off this guy. Fall to the floor. Give them a little stab whilst they're down. Combat finishes built up from my combo, so I get a nice cheeky hit. No problem, mate. Dead. And die. There we go. Brilliant. Hooey, mate. That'll do it, won't it? So that dude had literally, in record time, I don't know how much time in-game time goes when you fast travel, mate, but yes, he tracked me down to try and get his revenge. But that's what's great about this game, mate, and that's how these kind of like random things can happen. It's very, very special. So you get lots of lovely little moments like that. So I kill a bodyguard, I try to track down the other bodyguards, and then this other dude turns up. Just brilliant, mate. Mate, Let's use this coward, actually. We're going to send a death threat to this bodyguard, this guy that we're going after. Oh no, look, only captains can send death threats against war chiefs, damn. So I can't send a death threat to him directly. We're going to cancel that death threat. And we're just going to give you the old mind blow. Right. So you just get these lovely little moments like that emerging. So, gosh, right, and here we are, mate. We're in a duel. Now, this is something I do want to intervene in because of there's a particularly entertaining-looking character. Someone the Dumb. Must be this guy. Yes, Skark the Dumb. So who's Skark? Oh, yes, he does have quite a vacant look about him. What's his motive? Feeling like he's a long way from the Dark Tower. Aww. Vulnerable to stealth finishes, clumsy, can be grabbed without requiring low health, can be killed instantly, becomes enraged with low health. Yeah, this guy is weak as well, mate. Tries to be the first to strike in combat. Devastating shield slam and impale attack. Cannot be terrified and never flees. Ooh, okay. Still though, he looks quite entertaining, mate. And it looks like he's about to have a duel, yes, against his nemesis, highlighted in red. Ah, mate, beautiful. See this, mate? Kaka the Whisperer when he came back. When their head is on a pike like that, that means there's no chance of them coming back from the dead. But that's brilliant, so the way I killed him, mate, must have been a particularly savage blow to the head, and he came back with some hardware. Wasn't enough, though. So, yes, he's going to be fighting Cougar Meat Grinder. Eager to serve the power of Lord Mordor. Okay. Ah, now look at this, mate. This guy can be killed instantly using a stealth finisher. So I think in this duel, Skak the Dumb is going to have a teeny tiny little helping hand. Let's see what happens.
I will kill you until you so dead you can't be alive!
Brilliant.
What? I can't hear you! Speak louder, weakling!
Tough words. Right. Vulnerable to stealth finishes, are you? It would sure be a shame if someone just fucking killed you instantly. Brilliant. Sure resolved. Not necessarily by Skark the Dumb, but yes, he won anyway, mate. So his power increases, that dude's dead, and he's earned a promotion from that as well. Let's view the battle report. Brilliant. So there we go. He's increased in power, mate. Promoted. Skark the Dumb. He rises up the ranks. So if I was to kill Tors the Puny, Skark himself might take up War Chief. But there we go. Very entertaining, mate. I should probably resolve the end of this. See you later.
Monster!
Whoops.
Mordor say you like ghost. I hate ghosts.
I'm going to let you have this one because I want you to live. This is what's fun about the game, mate. You can kind of you have the upper hand like this. You can almost just kind of end up doing, you know, what you want to do. Make what you want to happen happen. It's very fun for that reason. They're still giving chase, or am I good? There we go. Easy, mate. Ooh. As you do, mate. Always getting distracted. Oh, there's no more intel to get. Sorry about that. Right, so mate, we've done everything we can. Oh, apparently I saved that guy. You're welcome. Let's now go take care of our the dude we were after. So Ishgar the wrestler. Mark him. And we need to get down to that point in the south to initiate his mission. Let me just mark that one on the map. So Ishgar the wrestler. This is it. So I have to rampage through Ishgar the wrestler's stronghold to draw him out. Hint: defeat the War Chief's bodyguards before confronting him. Well, we've done that, mate. So let's make our way here now. Do a little run, do a little sprint. Try not to get too distracted on the way, as I always seem to do in this game. 700 feet, mate. What can I tell you in 700 feet? Mate, I'm still yet to slap Shirley, by the way, but I'll make sure to give him what for his defiance of wanting to speak to you, speaking to you, and then not actually speaking with you. What else can I say, mate? Mate, I've been making a lot of soup recently. It's my new sort of healthy approach to living life, and I've got some really delicious new recipes. I'm going to be trying to cook a minestrone tonight. I'll let you know how it works out. Right, here we go, mate. Whoops. Run away from that. Right, rampage through Ishgar, the rest of the stronghold, to draw him out. So they'll give me some specifics.
Kill the herd, and the bull will charge.
Duly noted. Kill 20 Uruks in 2 minutes. Challenge accepted. Right, let's do this. Where's the nearest Uruks at? Oh, there's a captain up there as well. Haha, my old friend Grisha, the map keeper. Brilliant. And who else? Who's this? Ronk. Note to self, that guy is terrified when he burns, and he's not immune to archery, so I can use that, mate, to get rid of him. Right, let's kill some orcs, mate. Got to time them well, mate, to get those combat multipliers. I'll make some distance a bit there using my bow. Right, let's do this. Got to kill a lot of them fast, mate. Oh, Grisha, don't come too close or I'm going to have to kill you. Right, let's do this. Oh, I screwed up my combo there by countering too soon. No worries though. Come on. Let's do this. Let's try again. Oh no, Grisha's here, mate. Grisha, I don't want to kill you. Don't come any closer. You've been my friend for so long. I hope it looks the same to you, mate, but just, the combat, it just feels so fluid and just cinematic. Everything about this game, you know, completely unscripted. I've got to be careful, there's some archers throwing shit at me, this guy. Return the favour.
Tell me, did the hammer scream when you killed him?
Haha.
Whimper like a babe. Often I've wondered if he would beg for his life.
Oh, that's oh, I can't kill him now. The hammer, mate. That's just the guy that killed your family, basically. He even knows about him, mate. Brilliant. Ah, oh, Mapkeeper, we've been through too much. Don't make me kill you. Please don't make me kill you. How am I doing? How many more do I have to kill? Oh, I've got to kill 5 more, so I better get on it, actually. No, don't kill him. Oh, mate, he might die. He might die if he's not careful. Mapkeeper, I love you too much. Right, 3 more orcs. Let's kill you. Ah, Mapkeeper, I can't jump over you, can I? I really hope in the next game, mate, they've got some system where they can come back. That would be so cool. Right, that's the last one. Get out of here. Here he comes, mate. Ishgar. 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 Right, before Ishgar gets it, I'm going to try and scare away Mapkeeper because I don't want him to die. Which I should be able to do with a little... Just don't kill him. You see, mate, this is what this game does to you. You grow attached to your orcs. See that there? Your elf companion can come help you just fight very briefly in combat. No, don't kill him. And brand him. Oh, I don't want to kill him. Yes, he's retreating. Good. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Run, Mapkeeper. We shall meet again. Don't worry. And here's our mate. Oh, he's got a fucking bow as well. Oh, mate, there's too many. I'm just trying. Here we go.
Should I be impressed that you picked a few weaklings here and there? Face me and die!
Brilliant. I love that, you know, the whole battle just kind of stops just to acknowledge the war chief talking as well. Brilliant. Oh, mate, this is going to be tough. There are hundreds of them. Right, come on, let's start cleaning them up. Problem is I'm in a stronghold, so they're going to keep coming, so I'm going to have to make a decision to really go for the war chiefs. Right, let's do this. Oh, every time you take damage, obviously, you lose your multiplier. Right, let's go for this guy. Nice, set the gunfire. Get some good stabs in. Oh, huge damage, mate. If I can kill the war chief in front of everyone, they should flee, so it's in my interest to really go for him first. Oh, who's this?
You gave me this scar. Now I'll give you a slow, painful death.
Brilliant, mate. Ear collector, he's come back from the dead as well. This keeps happening. It feels like such a rare thing to happen normally. Oh, right. Ear collector. You're going to have to remind me what we did to kill you. Terrified when he burns. Yeah, I've just got to kill him. I've just got to kill that guy because I can't actually terrify him with fire. Right. Let's take a step back. Get that multiplier up first with my... Oh, that's too many, mate. So cool, this game. Right, come on. Oh, no. Oh! 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 No, 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 no. Oh. Whenever you're about to die, mate, you get those last stand moments. You've got to do a quick time event, so you've got to be really on the ball. Right, I've got to do some drains. I need health back. Oh, suck that health out. Whoa, what happened? No! Mapkeeper, no! Oh, mate! In his terrified state, he just ran into a load of fire and killed himself! Oh, mate, the legacy of Mapkeeper, just like that! Oh. Oh, mate, that's really helped me out, though, because the death of a... Yes! Look! Oh! Oh, mate! This is all... I think... Well, I just shot a fire arrow in their general direction, so that sent that guy into panic. And I think when Mapkeeper died, that caused all the other ones to run away in fear. Right, I've got to chase him down. He can't get away. Oh, mate, Mapkeeper, I'm distraught. Let's let the guy climb up there, and then I'll just catch him with this. Right. Mate, a war chief running in terror. Would his Uruks ever accept him back for such display of weakness? Snake tongue or something. Yeah, see ya. You're about to see Death's face. Brilliant. Ah, that ought to do it. Die! No more, mate. Wow. There goes Ear Collector. Running off into the distance. Mate, with the death of the Mapkeeper. With the death of the Mapkeeper, mate, I'll need a new nemesis. And his name is Earkeeper. It was your fault, Earkeeper. It was your fault that caused Map Collector to die. And I will track you down. I will find you. Well, there you go, mate. I was not expecting to go through so much emotion and turmoil through one video, but that is the nature of the game. Constant excitement, constant peril, and lovely, lots of nice little stories that just invent themselves like that. So, mate, I think I'll do you a second episode because I was hoping to get through so much more today, but just the sheer amount of distractions in this game, they are plentiful, and it is very good fun. So yeah, I think I'll do an episode 2. I might just talk over a few bits of my life with what's been going on with this gameplay in the background, and we'll go from there, mate. We'll go into the next part of the world, so it will be a new map. I'll be getting accustomed to it myself, and you'll enjoy that a bit, mate, I hope. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, Charlie Brown. It was a bit chaotic with trying to speak over it at the same time, something I might not do again in the future, but yeah, we got some fun stories out of it. So keep it real, Charlie Brown. I'll no doubt hear from you soon, mate. See ya.